Hey there, how y'all doing? If you're here watching the replay, thank you very much. Sure do appreciate that. Going to be assembling the 6 main buildings of a ski lodge today in the N scale. And if you are a follower of this channel, normally you could be saying, "Am I having deja vu?" No, you are not. We have another N scale one we got to do, and it's all lightly weathered. Windows are done. Anything that needs to be painted has been painted, and so I just have to do the assembly. I think I have everything printed and ready to go. Probably won't get to any accessories or anything today. That'd have to be another episode, but it wouldn't take too many episodes to finish this because it should be pretty much ready to go. And so I've got some accessories here that I have been weathering, and I'm going to move them on out of the way. You've got some roofing that have been lightly weathered, and roofing will come in a minute. Oh, duh. Let's see. I guess you could kind of see it, but not really. And so we have some roofing here that's been lightly weathered as well. I feel like I'm missing a roof piece. No, we're good. 2, 4, no, yeah, 6, we're good. And then buildings 1 and 2, you can put that off to the side as well. Flip this over so that looks a little more appealing. And the rest of the gray. We have roof inserts. And we can move those. Those didn't need to be weathered at all because they aren't seen unless the roof is off. And then we have the base pieces, all of which the stone on has been lightly weathered. And so basically this guy kind of sits, where's one? Get this as far out here as we can. Hey Amar, good to see you. Thank you. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Thank you for joining us. Me, appreciate you. AJ's not here. She had a heck of a morning. We'll tell that story a little later. And, good to see you, Almar. I got another model to put together, but tell you what I'm going to do. I've got some new locos that I want to run, and I could be doing that in a little while because I'd much rather do that than this. But this needs to get done. You doing all right? And then 3. We're gonna run out of real estate. See if I can swing this out any further. I think I've tried this before. Oh, here. So the footprint on that is, I don't know, what, a couple feet almost. And so we've got, like I said, there's been a light weather done on this. We got the walls over there, so it's just a matter of putting this thing together. Cleaning up, ready to put the layout back together. I get that. I got my layout cleaned up, and I got new locos from Santa Claus, and so I went downstairs, and I don't know if you recall, but I only had half the layout running the other night, And I went down there and, hey there, Jerry. AJ is not here right now. I got a story to say about that, but I'll let at least Uncle John get in here because he's gonna. She had a rough morning, but it's good to see you, Jerry. You doing well? I don't know that. Have I seen you since Christmas? Merry Christmas if I haven't. I don't remember. Man, it's been hectic. AJ's had the flu, among other things. She got loaded up on presents, but she had a rough few days with the flu and stuff. So, I've been kind of non-existent. But got work to do, and I got some new locos, and I want to tell a story about that too. Something I want to try out a little bit later, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. I am curious, are you streaming in a half hour or an hour and a half? I was thinking it was an hour and a half from now you might stream, but I wasn't sure. I actually even went over and looked to see if there was anything, but I didn't quite see it. I didn't think it was this early anyway. So anyway, I got the windows on the back. I will say this. I didn't realize that it was pretty good, but the canopy glue is really good for these windows. It's thick, it holds well, it does dry clear, and as long as you keep it out, you do want to keep it out of the windows because it does dry so clear, but but I have to recommend this stuff for your window needs. Uh-oh. What did I do? I must have switched it back or something. For your window needs, I have to recommend some canopy glue. Now what I'm going to be doing next on this model, I got one of those, another one of those Italian restaurants, but in the N scale. And so, if I have to reprint this, I will, but I'm going to actually I'm going to paint these, and then I'm going to put these on parchment. And I'm going to try to put I'm going to try to actually use the canopy glue to make the windows in here after I painted it. You use glue and glaze for the glass. Glaze. I've never heard of glaze. This little piece right here had a problem on the corner. Well, it'd be good to test with this. I can print that piece pretty easy. But anyway, I just need to sort out. I'm gonna try to do windows without filaments and just straight canopy glue on these pieces right here. But I gotta paint them first because I can't paint them after that. Oh, okay. All right. I do like it a lot better than regular glue. The regular glue runs more, and it's not necessarily thinner, which is weird, but it seems to, well, maybe a little, but it definitely seems to hit the window and run more, where this doesn't hit the window and seem to just kind of spread. If you do get the canopy glue in the window, though, you will notice it a little bit. But you got to look pretty close. I got one little corner here where it's got it in there, and you can see it, but you got to look close. Alright, so I need the building one stuff, and I kind of got everything mixed up, which is not really good. They are labeled on the back, but with the windows it makes it hard to see. I think this is here. I believe it is. And then I need the smaller of these. This one and this one. Alright, here and here. And then I need 1A or 1D. That's not right. Oh, this is it right here. Yes, it is. Alright. Hey there, Thomas. Is that Pinella Ortiz? Good to see you, man. I believe I have heard of you, Thomas, but I've not read the last name before, so I had to look closely. Welcome. Well, we're glad to have you here with us. Today we are just doing some simple model assemblies, and we're just hanging out and chatting. And I would assume that if you had a 30-year hiatus from model railroading, that you are certainly ready to get back at it. I would think so. Oh yeah, so we're going to do this and this. Hey there, Schuylkill River Valley. Good to see you, man. Very good to see you. Have you had a good day? John meet Thomas. Thomas meet John. Yeah, you might have met already, but what scale are you, Thomas? N scale. Okay, you read my mind. I just asked you. I think we're on a delay, though, so I think you probably answered the question before I even got it out on live, but it is going to be close, because, I mean, I really didn't even have the question all the way out before it popped up, to be honest. And I don't have the ESP. Yeah, man, we're doing good. AJ's been sick. She's got flu A. And she woke up Christmas morning and opened her gifts and went straight back to bed. Didn't even play with them. And well, we appreciate you doing that, Thomas. And you chat whenever you feel like it, and we understand if you don't. Especially, it sounds like you're building a model railroad, and what's fun to do is, if you're building and you're working, is to go into one of these chats with these model railroaders like me or somebody else, and play it in the background while you're working. Just listen. Yeah, she was up to like 102 point something Christmas Eve. And so she got her ears pierced too, and one of the earrings went like into the hole of the earring. It was a big mess. It was hurting her, but she didn't want to tell us, blah blah blah. So anyway, we had to go get that taken care of today. It's been a long day, but not necessarily a real bad one. It worked out, and but she was in pain, and it was hard to watch because she was in pain when they were getting that thing back poked through, which just sounds awful, you know what I mean? And so yeah, good people, both of them, Thomas. So let me see if I can find my supplies. What happens is I kind of get things organized and then I can't find anything, so I move everything all over the place. And so the thing is, this is a really big building, but it's actually just 6 simple buildings that fit right beside each other. And I typically don't put them all together before I ship it, because it'll go in a lot smaller box. and it's also a lot easier to pack well and tightly. And then what I do is, it's got a big walkway that goes together though, and I do that separately in like a tube. It's all together, but it's in a tube. And I am comfortable or confident, because this should be a mirror image of the last one, and it went together pretty well. Make sure we're up there. Oh no. At least they're open on Sunday. Wait. Hold on. Oh, they're only open on Saturday. Okay, that makes more sense. And so, yeah, that's a good night though. You'll have like visions of sugar plums, but it'll be visions of locos dancing in your head. I'm a little bit jealous, actually. I would love to be going to bed knowing I'm going to get up and go spend $400 in the train store. I'd be trying to figure out how I could most efficiently use that money and get the most locos that I could. I realize there's more to life than that, but... So I got some locos in my stocking, and we're gonna get... I actually think what I might do is, if I can get a couple trains running, I might go down there just with my phone and go live mobile, just to be simple, and just go live for a little while with my phone down there, filming two trains going at the same time. I don't know if they're gonna run together though, because the new A and B set is well new, and so it runs really well, of course. And I'm DC, so I can't speed match, and I can't. Yeah, that's a long wait too, Almar. A month is too long. Oh my goodness. Now, there's some things from Atlas I don't like, but I would have no problem having a bunch of their rolling stock. I'm going to put MTL wheels and trucks on them anyway. I just kind of got to the point. I struggled a lot with derailments and stuff in the beginning, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I had awful equipment and everything. And so anyway, I got to the point, once they started running well with certain equipment, I don't like to change now. And so I just keep the Microtrains trucks in stock, and the metal wheels in stock. And whenever I get a car, I just switch them. That way I got those on everything that I'm pulling. And it just reduces troubleshooting if you do start having any kind of derailment issues and stuff. Oh, Thomas, good job. Yeah. So what I did anyway, I'd started talking about it and I stopped. I'm bad about that. So what I did was I brought the two newer, and the light should be better on this. I don't understand why I don't have. I mean, because I got two lights on this. But so what I did is I took the two best running A and B units, and I brought them up here and I cleaned them. And so I'm hoping that they will run in DC with each other, with the new ones, because those run pretty well. And what I'm thinking is I could probably put, 8 or 9 cars behind the new locos and 4 or 5 behind the old ones, and get them closer timed to each other, where they're not running up the back of each other all the time. I got places on my layout like a roundabout where you can turn a slower train around if the quicker train is catching up behind them. I've got a couple roundabouts. One is the most functional, but I do have 2 roundabouts, and I have 2 spurs, or not spurs, passings. But their functionality is questionable at this time. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. I didn't realize we had 10 folks in here. And so what I'll do is I'll just work my way around with these little buildings, but I'm itching to go play with trains. But I actually have like work to do, so I need to get some of this done. Ironically, I have a couple things behind it. None are necessarily like behind the time, though. I've been fortunate with timing, but I'm looking good on time for them. But I have several models that I need to get ready and get done. And I'm gonna, if I don't stay on a decent pace, I will get behind, and then that'll be a problem. So, but the cool thing is, like, I've already done this model recently in a live stream, and I did it in its entirety. Basically, I didn't if I was working on the model, I was streaming, but I don't have to do that with this one because I've already got one from top to bottom on camera. And so this one fits together really well, but it's pretty simple. There's nothing to it. It's 4 pieces. And the model's 100 and something pieces, but the way the buildings are broken up, it's nothing. It's just a matter of working your way around. And then once you get them on the layout and they're ready to go in place, you can adhere them together or not, because they'll sit right beside each other and look like they're one building. Alright, I guess, should we do the hard one now? Might as well. This building has 5 pieces that come together here, and sometimes this middle piece requires an interior insert to block some light bleed, and I didn't tweak the size, so this one could be the same way. Let's get it. Uh-oh. I got too much stuff over here. But I got the monitor here now, so I'm not looking this way all the time, and the camera's right here, which helps me a little bit, so I can see chat. And the good thing is, when I look at chat, I'm pretty much looking at the camera, almost. And so that makes my life a little bit easier. I like to be able to do that, especially when there's just like a couple people in here. So I especially like one, when it's me and one other person. Sometimes early in the morning, it's just me and Lee. I like to be able to see what he says. That one. And this one, I think. That's not right. The back, Brian. No. Here. Here. One of these is 6. And one of them, this is 2A. That ain't right. That goes here. There's the other one. Yeah, these two go up here. That goes there. This is building 6, and then these two we need. So I felt like a big old wimp because they're pushing this earring back out of my 9-year-old daughter's ear, and she's crying, and so I'm tearing up. And I'm like, oh, this is awful. Now, when I was trying to poke it out, I wasn't getting emotional. It was entirely different. I guess I wasn't seeing her face and stuff when I was messing with it. And so that was what was different. But it all worked out. I was kind of mad, though. This is our 3rd unsuccessful attempt at earrings. I was like, okay, we're going to have to take a break on that whole thing till you're 20. I guess so. People weren't really looking at me too funny. Thank you, John, for your support. Just dry fitting a little bit, making sure we don't have any issues we weren't expecting. Maybe I did tweak these a little bit because they look like they fit better. I did find it, I guess it was because I couldn't see your face though. I didn't really think about that. I did find it ironic though that when I was trying to get it out myself, it didn't affect me the same way. Maybe I didn't feel so powerless. It was nice though because she didn't, she sat more patiently with that person than she did with me. She had to be more tolerant because she didn't know them. Which ended up helping out. Now one thing I do want to change on one of these walls is it gets real thin right here. And I can adjust those when I can adjust that. And I need to. Because it gets too thin right here on this side. I can't remember. Are we doing this way or yeah? The bottom ones are smaller. And so this wasn't full and take up a half a roll of filament. I just made it hollow and made a top for it. Oh. Also, if you can have an LED in the bottom I mean, it's like a basement down there or whatever. But there's windows, and you can have an LED in there and running up top. You could actually have 8 LEDs in this thing easy, and that's inside. Hey, Dave BNSFN Scale, it's great to see you. It really is. Appreciate you joining us. I'm doing another one of these ski lodges. I'm not complaining, but I'm just glad it's not a chalet, because I don't like assembling that chalet. It's hard. It just has 4 or 5 reverse angles in it. Dave, there's a gentleman named Thomas, in the chat, and he's been on a 30-year model railroad brake. He's back at it, got $400 in his pocket, got to wait till tomorrow to go to the train station. He's going to have a long night. We're here for moral support. Good news is they got $10 rolling stock. I feel like, well, they are the same height. I almost felt like that back's half a centimeter too tall, but it might not be. So yeah, I'll be doing this, and then I'll be doing an in-scale Italian restaurant. Then I might be doing some of those lifelike kits, but I'll be doing another HO scale ski lodge like this coming up soon too. I got that on the printer now, starting to. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. He's got an adequate amount of cash too, especially with never mind. He's got a lot of cash for the rolling stock, but I would imagine it's not just rolling stock he's after. If it is though, he's gonna do well. He's gonna come home with toys, not toys, but models. I am curious. Well, I'm sure you can. I hope I don't get in trouble for the coffee music in the background, but I felt that was the safest stuff I could play. So if you're listening, Mr. Algorithm or whoever, I wasn't meaning any harm by it. Uh-oh. This piece ain't up where it's supposed to be. There we go. It is. This back piece is. Oh, dang, Brian. This back piece is a half a centimeter too tall. Well, I made $100. I think it was $100 worth of purchases a month for about, must have been 20, 30 months. And what I would do is, if I needed if I needed like a box of Flex Track or something that was 150 or whatever, I'd wait till that second month hit. So I'd wait a full 4 weeks, and then I would have two of them. I'd have 200, and I'd buy that then. And yeah, well, you gotta be able to compare them. I mean, I totally understand where you're coming from. I don't know why anybody else wouldn't, Dave. I mean, it really sounds like an excellent reason to me. I don't question your motives at all. I don't see why anybody else would either. I would be shocked and surprised if they did. You could be sure to let them know that I said that I didn't feel that same way. I would feel that anybody else who questioned that might have an ulterior motive with your money. Or theirs. This piece is more of a pain than any of the others. Well, yeah. Because it doesn't have an angle to fit into because it's got the extrusion. And so it's got to kind of just ride in place for a minute. Exactly. I mean, people trust your word, Dave, so they're going to be asking you about it. You need to have the knowledge that's necessary to convey to them the proper information, so you're an invaluable resource to others. It's kind of like a charitable thing that you do. You could write that off on taxes, Dave. You get the cars so you can gain knowledge, so you can share that knowledge for free with others, which you do. And so I would see it. I think it's a tax write-off. I mean, it would be yeah. I'm not a tax guy, but I know one. He's gonna say that won't work though. This I know. I'm confident in that. Because I've had many theories such as those, just as clean and good as those, too. And he said no. Yes. Yes, it was. And the problem is when you know somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, you figure out really quick you don't. I had to have tweaked this because this fits better. I'm not fussing. But it's so hard for me to remember what I fixed and what I haven't. Especially when I do a model back to back and I know that I figured out what needed to be fixed, but I didn't know if I went back and did it. But apparently I went back and did what I was supposed to do. That doesn't mean I'll do it next time, but it's working out really well this time. I don't even know that I'm going to need an insert in there. I hate that. I thought I fixed that though. Here's another little flaw, but not very difficult to tell. And 3. 3 is very simple. make sure we have. This goes this way. Here and here. That'll work. Okay. Now. Uh-oh. Oh, I do have it. Alright. So 3A and 3C. That's how they're supposed to come off. Alright, so... Uh-oh. Yeah. So this is going to be like this. Right? Oh, no, it's like this. Yeah, here, here, here. Uh-oh, fireworks are starting. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, they come back and get it. They be like, no. My cousin doesn't live in my town, but he has a state, but he has a license in it because he's in an adjacent state, and he helps people who don't speak English well. And he pretty much does the same thing John does, but he's a little more friendly about it. John just says no and leaves it at that. My cousin will at least try to explain it to me, but I do pay my cousin too. John just says no, and I guess it's because I try a lot too. So well, I thought we were gonna have a ER bill today with that earring being stuck in her ear. I really did. And I was a mad daddy. What did you just do, you stooge? Jeez. Boy, I just screwed that up real good. I got glue on mine. Oh, it's great. Hey, Gracie. What are you scratching for? It's winter. You don't have fleas. Yeah, I screwed that up really well. Let's see if we can't get it off. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You gotta keep an eye on her. She grabbed a egg and cheese sandwich last night on a biscuit and ran. This got to come off, and that's very disappointing because it's on there good. Very disappointed in myself right there because this is gonna have to be fixed pronto because it's going on the next building in just a few minutes. So we need to get another one of these. This one, yes. And go ahead and do our window. I mean our walls that already have glue on them. We got a bunch of fireworks. Yeah, that's true, Dave. Thank you for saying that. Because we're not used to the dry weather that we're getting, and so it could be exactly that. That makes a lot of sense. Now, I mean, we're in South Mississippi, and so we have flea battles during the summer sometimes. I actually found something that worked this year. It was a little bit expensive, but I mean, I saved money not having to get any of the home remedy stuff to go on top of the flea treatment. Because I was getting the bargain flea treatment and I was having to buy home remedy stuff to go along with it and ended up spending more on all that. Because you know the bargain stuff would work, but instead of working the 4 weeks, which it says you got to wait 4 weeks, it would work for 3 weeks, and they'd start coming back, and they'd already be back a little bit by the time you gave her some more. And tell you what. Alright, so we got that on that part. Now let's fix this, but I gotta cut another piece of filament. I gotta find some. And let's cut another piece. And get that drying so when I get around to the so when I get to the other round to the other side of building 6, it's ready to go. Alright. I thought I was going to just fly through this thing, and then there, as a matter of fact, like as soon as I was thinking that, I got the glue on the window. Tell us more about it, Thomas. I don't understand what keeps happening. I think I knocked the mouse off, but that's the like 3rd time that's happened. It's the transition went over without me doing it. I looked up and Jesus. Talk more about flying through it, Brian. Hey, John K. Great to see you, man. Oh, let's see what. Wow. Alright, so AJ's good. She was in quite a good mood once that thing got out. And she didn't have to go to the hospital. So was I, pretty much. Alright, we just need that to dry. Yeah. Alright, and back to what we were doing. Now we'll do the rest of 3, 4, and 5, and then hopefully we'll do the other part of 6, and then hopefully we'll put that piece in last, and it'll be dry by the end. And hopefully I'm going to go ahead and sop it up. Sop it up. Because I'm going to stick my side of my hand, and I'm still going to probably do it. And I'm going to be mad because it feels icky. Alright, I think we're good. I don't need any more. Make sure I don't have any glue on my hands until I touch these windows. I just about did it there. I'll do it now that I said it. Let's see what he say. Thomas said there will be a battle of scenes and Kamaj. So my idea goes with a Star Wars theme with Imperial Watchers and stuff. That's cool. We got a guy who would absolutely love that. His name is Drew. And what's the end of Drew? Drew 69? Drew what? 69. Can't believe I spacing his channel name. Drew Steele 69. I bet you he would love that. He's got Batman and stuff on his. But he's got a beautiful layout too. I mean, it's not any joke. It's just he's got characters on it and stuff. He's got Groot on there somewhere, and he's Groot. Yeah, Groot's hidden. Oh yeah. I get one more S scale order and I'm getting a bigger one. Had got several people that talk to me about getting stuff, but the you know, it's pricey, so it doesn't always happen. And sometimes it does happen. But thank you, John. Sometimes it does happen, but it takes a minute. Yeah, it sure does. Makes them stop too. Like they'll stop the video and back it up. And man, the algorithm loves that stuff. It's the engagement. That's why I was kind of hoping I could get that Tinkercad series off the ground and doing well without a whole lot of trouble. But man, it was a lot of work to do the actual video. Just don't have time to do all that editing this time of year. Alright, let's move on to 4. So John, I did, I've got a T-scale ski lodge I'm doing again. Another one, and I reset. Well, never mind. I take that back because I didn't re-slice it. I did an old file, but I reset my Chitterbox settings back to default, and I'm gonna try to re-slice something and reprint a ski lodge, and in T-scale. And if it doesn't stick to the supports again, then I don't know what I'm gonna fix. But I gotta do something, because the model's not sticking to the supports. The supports stick to the supports stick to the raft fine. The raft sticks to the build plate fine. The model will not stick to the supports. And I even think I went in and changed the supports from light to a medium on the where it connects. But it indicates to me that it's level if it's sticking. If the raft and the supports are sticking. Just doesn't make sense. Well, it's not just one file, John. It's every model I print. So I'm assuming there's something in the settings on the supports that I'm hoping that the restoring it to default will remedy. So Thomas, you said you needed to get some STL files. Do you 3D print yourself, or do you have somebody that does it for you, or what? All right. I use those myself. If you're in a live stream and have a question about something, you could ask somebody in here. There's a couple people in here with those. I've had mine totally apart more than once. I ain't bragging about that. When you're newer into the hobby of 3D printing, you make more mistakes that require maintenance. Do you know which Ender 3 do you have? Do you have just an Ender 3, which is what I got, but they got the V now, the Ender 3 V2, Ender 3 V3. They might even have a 4 now. I think it's the S1 maybe that I'm looking at. Only because of the size of the build plate. Okay, I get it. Well, you're building a railroad too, so you don't have time to learn a new hobby while you're re-engaging yourself in the old one. Although they go hand in hand, they really do. But you probably have the ground cover Well, bench work, ground cover, and track delay, power to run. And then you need your 3D printer for your structures and such. Your cars, you know, that kind of thing. Now, your vehicles in N scale aren't going to come out. Oh, that's great to hear, Thomas. 7 days a week. You're a wealthy tattoo artist as well, because they make good money. I say they do. They make better money than I do. And if you're working 7 days a week doing it, you're certainly a busy fella. You must be somewhat talented too if you stay that busy. Ooh. I got a little bit of glue on my fingers and that's right. I'm not as pleased with how these are fitting as I was the other stuff. I mean, they don't fit bad, they just don't fit as clean as, or if you have it in the right place, maybe they do. Didn't switch back that time. And there we go. Oh, okay. Here. So what I want to do is gotcha. You're doing something to do with business. I would like to have the energy when I finish this today to go play with some trains. I don't know if I will. I want to shoot. I want to do a live stream with them both going with my mobile, and I also want to shoot a video. Shoot video of both of them at the same time. I'd like to upload a video of two trains going around. My layout. Hey Timmy and Ray, great to see y'all. I hope you're feeling much better. My daughter has been struggling with the flu as well, but she is beginning to feel better too. We went and got her medicine yesterday. She started taking it yesterday afternoon, and she's already starting to feel better, and was riding her new electric bike some today before the weather started to get bad. And Santa bought her a really cool little electric. It's not a motorcycle, it's like a BMX bike though. It's not like one of the electric bikes like for grown people or anything. It's it looks like a BMX bike. And it can go off-road and stuff too, but it's it'll go like 15 miles an hour. Santa did good with that. I think she likes it. But she didn't even play with that Christmas morning until she went back and took a nap for several hours. That's how bad she felt. We were watching her temperature Christmas Eve night. I was worried she was gonna have to go to the doctor. You know, stinging, or is it just stuffy and everything? I I feel like my body's been I feel like my body's been fighting off the flu that AJ has. Um, because I've been a little achy and a little tired and a little lethargic, and you know, but not much. But I did have the flu shot, and so I'm wondering if it's kind of working, is what I'm wondering. I didn't really expect that. Understood, Tim. See, these things, they print so well when you print the letters up, but you can't do that normally because you want to paint the other side of the wall, but when it's interior pieces, you can do the opposite. So we want, let me make sure I did this right. I did, okay. So here, 5A, 5C. Here and here. It is Friday, right? I have trouble keeping up with my days when I'm not working. I have to work next Friday, which is just silly. I don't go back till next Friday. Like, y'all could have given me a vacation that was 3 days longer. Easy. We could have just made that day up at a different point. Although I would have fussed about that then, but still. They did that to us a while back. We had a week off, but had to go in on Monday. I mean, it wasn't a week off, obviously, but the patrons had the week off. And that's like my kid doesn't have to go back till Monday. And so when she's doing her countdown, we got different day countdowns, and hers sounds a whole lot better than mine. She likes to rub it in. So what's going on with the weather, Tammy? You getting winter weather? Oh, wow. We got, we've had bad rainstorms here all day. It's weird to have, yeah, it is, Dave. it's weird to have lightning storms here this time of year. Tornadic hail, okay. Yeah, well, we got some weather going on here. It's just thunderstorms and stuff, but again, weird this time of year to have those. We usually get them every afternoon for 3 months, but we just not right now. Yeah, we've had some bipolar weather here. The air conditioner's wanting to come on now, or close. Wonder where Kyle is. Kyle must be off today. Good for him. So Thomas, do you have track laid yet, or are you still working on the plan? Bench work done, ground cover. What's going on? Where you at on your thing? Oh no, 60 mile an hour. Hey, I tell you what, I didn't know that, Tammy, but I tell you what, if we get snow down here, it's a beautiful thing. Everybody rejoices. This stuff. I mean, it's been a while, too. It's been 10, just collecting materials, alright. It's been 10, 11, 20, 10 or 12 years since we've had any. Yeah. Well, I'm in South Mississippi, and I have a cousin who's from Pittsburgh, but he's in Birmingham. And he was visiting his family in Pittsburgh, and AJ saw my Facebook thing that he and his kids were playing in the snow. And she was like, pack up, we're going, because they're only like 3.5, 4 hours from here. And I said, no, they're in Pittsburgh. And she was like, oh. Now, that hasn't turned clear yet, but that doesn't mean it's not almost dry. Because it takes overnight. Wow, that's a great idea, Thomas. That's going to be a big old layout. If you use it all. I got a 10 by 16. It takes, if mine's running well, I can creep it around about 8-minute lap. I do got a couple of helixes on it though. It takes up a good bit of time. Alright, so wait. 6A is here. 6C is here. Wait. Yeah, because this goes like this. This goes like this. Here. Alright, we got it straight. Yeah, that's not any fun though, John. Are you able to fold laundry and watch the stream at the same time? I need to fold laundry too. I believe he said 10 in, Dave. Unless I'm wrong, but I could be. I checked my notes, I have been before. I'm gonna have to get cool, John. I'm gonna have to get some new models to put together because this is gonna get boring doing the same models all the time. Although I'm not fussing about doing ski lodges. They are some work, but yes. I had ham and cream cheese corn and rolls and what else? We had a little kind of. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If I can catch it hot, I'm going to. You right about that. I will take work clothes and ensure that I am there when that dryer stops. Because I am not somebody who likes to take the time to iron stuff all the time. Yum, deer steaks with mashed potatoes and green beans is a good combination too. Truly, truly is. Right. Uh-oh. Well, ironing is just so time consuming for what you get out of it to me. I'm with Dave on the get them hot out the dryer, snap them, hang them up. That's awesome. Wrinkle free's good. That's a good idea. I don't get wrinkle free. I just don't worry about it a whole lot. Oh goodness. Alright. Oh, I see. There we go. Yeah. Well, I wear polo with collars, the short sleeve polos with collars, a lot, and I take them out of the dryer, dry, and hang them up. Do the same thing with any jeans I wear and cotton pants. Um, Now sometimes at the very beginning of the year, I'll iron everything once. About that, and right around now at Christmas, it doesn't happen a whole lot more than that. My job performance does not improve any if I'm ironed, I assure you. So we're here. 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 I think I battled with this last time fitting on here. Like that. Hee I'm the John. I do, but I might as well not. Very little point in my owning one. Okay. I actually have one, but I think it's on the dryer, but I have an ironing board too. I just don't necessarily use it. All right, let's see here. Can we get? Uh-oh. All right. So let's see. Here. Let me get my. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Alright. Hold on, I wanted to get this here. Is it really that hard to see this? I just don't understand my lighting issues that I'm experiencing. Oh well, I better not keep trying to do that. I'm gonna break something. It's not coming good picture anyway. I really don't know why. I might switch these lights at a next time and see if I could get if I put this bulb over here and this spotlight over here, because I got this camera here and I need the brighter lower light pointing down in here, because you can't see anything right here. I mean, it's because of the color of the model too, but still, I'll just tell you, it looks decent. Alright, so let's see. We'll do 6 and keep these here like this. Now, where are we at? 546. And so these don't need to be weathered. These have been weathered. One side of the accessories have been weathered, but not the other. I thought I had another one of these. Maybe not. We don't need these yet. I can't stand folding them. And I don't really always fold them. It depends on what it is. Yeah, not a fun part for me. I did the fish tank today, so I've kind of done my big time chores. And if you're new to my models, these fit glue on the inside so they make the roof fit on like a top. This way, if somebody wants to do an interior, they can, and they can pull the lids off, the tops off and on. Or when they get done with the interior, they can glue them on permanently, just whatever they choose. But if you want to leave them loose so you can open up and adjust the inside or change the lighting or whatever, then you can just use these and they just make them fit on without adhesive. Water disappears. Yeah, I did. I just did 2 50% water changes, and vacuumed the gravel and cleaned the glass. And now they're swimming around in there hungry, begging. Although the big Oscar, he never stops begging for food, ever. Unless, I mean, he will stop eating when he's full, but if you go back in there in an hour, he'll act like he hadn't eaten. And this insert is offset because it fits right up against this building too here. So this side extrudes, this side on the roof doesn't. Yeah, Dave, I don't have, I've got a cichlid and an Oscar in there. That's it. And I like plants in there, but they say that my Oscar is going to tear up all the plants I put in there. But it didn't really happen before, but I'd like to get plants that take care. I would like to have a bio, you know, where I didn't have to do all that. But until I get the everything right, and I don't really know how to make sure that everything's right and stuff like that. Now, I mean, I check with test strips and stuff like that, and that tells me when I've got my nitrates are a little too high. That's usually the only thing that I have a problem with, is the nitrates get a little high, and that could be from me overfeeding a little bit. And so I backed off on my feeding a little bit, and I did see an improvement in the amount of time that I was able to go between them. But so see, it just, then it fits like a top. These ones are a little harder than the first two. So what I'll do is I'll get the roofing done, and I'll probably stop, and if I have the energy, I'll pop back up. Now, if Brother Jerry's streaming, I'm going to probably just watch his stream. But if we don't know anybody that's streaming, I don't know that I'm going to have the energy to actually stream again. But I would like to go play with trains. And if I do, I'd rather live stream it than just film it. It would be more fun. Messy fish, those big ones. Yeah, Java fern. Wait, stay away from the Java fern? The Java fern, the only reason I read that it's kind of okay is because they got the roots you can tie around a rock and then bury the rock in your gravel and it'll root. And it's a lot harder for them to pull it up. I got a guy that lives near me that's got a really nice saltwater tank, and I 3D printed a frag rack for him for his coral, so he could put the coral in his tank to see if it's gonna live before he glues it to the other coral. Oh, that's what was happening. It wasn't drying up. Alright, we're going to put some more pieces in there. Yeah, I bet you're tired of being in the house. Yeah, I got to have cabin fever. You know, Dave, I read that somewhere in Wisconsin is they say the best place in the country to move to. People that move there are the happiest. Is it Madison, Wisconsin, maybe? I was a little surprised because of the temperature and stuff, but these, you can't really fit them hardly too far back. They just need to be centered. Something like my 3D printer's making a weird noise. Maybe so. Yeah, but it said that the people to move there, they're the most satisfied. Um, and then like the least was like Las Vegas. I guess they figured cost of living versus, income and unemployment numbers and how long people stay that move there and that kind of thing. Anyway, it sounded like I thought about you anyway when I saw that. Just like I said, the weather just seems rough, to have such a high satisfaction, but I mean the heat here is rough, and the scare for hurricanes is pretty hard on people if you're not used to it. You could probably come here and buy 2 houses for the price of one there, but that's before you count the insurance. If you don't have insurance, you could probably afford to buy a second house if you had to replace the first one. Alright, let's start. Uh-oh. Gotcha. So this snugs up next to this one. There we go. Wisconsin is pretty safe. Ours isn't. It's hot, and then we have hurricanes too. So what did I do? I feel like I'm missing one. No, I'm not. Hey, Messy Modeler, great to see you, man. Appreciate you joining us. Always a pleasure to see you. When I get these before they dry, I can put them right where they need to be. Yeah, this thing doesn't take long to put together once you do all the not fun work. Oh, that went on well. Let's see. All right. Okay. So building one. Oh. Let's see. I will be working on lighting. This don't make any sense. This is this tough. Here, I'll switch it for a minute. Alright, so this is me trying to get a good, and I guess it's the colors that makes it so hard. I mean, because I've got this light right on it, and so I'm not sure if my camera could be dirty, you think? But anyway, this is the ski lodge in scale Iron Horse Hobbies. I got to come in and do, there's a walkway that comes here and cuts back. It's got deck railings on it. We have deck railings that go here. There's a walkway up here with deck railings on it. We got to put the doors on and all that stuff. And we'll probably be doing that early tomorrow morning. We'll do that and get that done. And then we'll probably be streaming throughout the day today. Throughout the day tomorrow. Because we got other work to do as well. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to get something to eat. And if I feel like playing with trains, I could pop up on mobile and go live. Kind of out of the blue for a little while, but I haven't really decided about that. It's also going to depend on what else is going on in the model railroad community as far as people live streaming or not. Hey, thank you, John. I appreciate you. Yeah, you can find this model in T scale, Z scale, N scale, HO scale, and we're working on possibly doing an S scale version of this guy as well. But you can find them in both the eBay and the Etsy stores, and you can find them either solid one colored gray kit form where you paint and put it together yourself, comes with written instructions as well as video assembly instructions, or you can order it painted already and ready to be put together, so already colored and ready to go, or you can order it fully assembled, and you can do that on the eBay and the Etsy stores. So we appreciate y'all. And I don't want to sound too much like an infomercial, because what I come on here for is not really to sell the models. I come on here to visit with you guys that are willing to come in and chat with me while I'm doing this work that I got to be doing anyway. So I get to come on here and visit with you guys and have a good time and do work that I already got to do anyway. And I think that's definitely what my problem might be. I might have a problem with the lens of my camera has a smudge on it, I think. And so I'm going to actually see if I can't remedy that right now, just so I know. And y'all do too. Because what I'll do is I'll go back and just show this one more time. just so I have my sanity, because I couldn't figure out what was going on. And so, maybe so. Let's see. Alright, let's do another transition real quick. And I don't know if it is or not. We got a better picture on that now, John, or is that about the same? Or anybody out there that's still paying attention. If any of you are, I appreciate it. I feel like maybe that is a little bit better picture. That's not where that goes, but... But anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming, especially Dave BNSF N Scale, John K, the Messy Modeler. Good, yeah, I had a smudge on there. It's kind of very not 6 years on YouTube-ish of me. But anyway, I definitely am inclined to making silly mistakes a good bit. And so I appreciate y'all coming. Again, that's John K, Dave BNSF N Scale, the Messy Modeler, John SRV. Thomas joined us for the first time today. Well, he said he's been watching, but he chimed in, told us a little bit about what he's got going on his layout. I'm not sure if Thomas is uploading videos to his channel yet or not, but if he if he is, you might want to check that out. Tammy and Ray were here, and we appreciate them for that. Let's see, I don't want to miss anybody. Could have just said John K, Thomas, Dave BNSF N Scale, and Almar, that's right, he was in first. I talked to him a little bit before anybody else came in, and Jerry was in as well. And Jerry could be streaming right now, and if he is, I'm going to get something to eat and probably go sit and listen to his. I doubt I'll put my eyes on it because I'm getting a little tired, but yeah, if I do anything else this evening, it's going to be playing with trains, and I'm going to keep that real simple. I'm going to plug my phone in, make sure I got 100% power. I'm just going to go down there and hit go live, and I'm just going to film the trains going around, and I'll watch the chat from the other side, I guess. So thank y'all all for coming. I hope to see you on my next stream, which will be either later this evening or very early tomorrow morning. If I get streamed too early for you, please catch the replay. Otherwise, I'll probably see you in the afternoon stream tomorrow because I got plenty to do. I would appreciate you if you're able to come and you join us. I sure would thank you for that because it's great to have y'all in here when I'm working, getting to hang out and chat with y'all. All right, y'all. Happy Friday to you. If I don't see you in an hour or so, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Thank you for coming again.